While We Still Can podcast, where we talk about Missouri news, national news, and whatever we're in the mood to talk about. I'm Lisa.
I'm Tina.
And we're wishing you a happy Saturday. Tina, what'd you do today?
Ooh, girl, I took Josh to Pride Fest, his first Pride Fest. That would be Josh Hawley, and my lovely poster of him kissing his wife, if that's what you want to call it. They look like kissing cousins. That's what I heard today a couple times.
Kissing cousins.
But Josh went to his first Pride Fest, so I'm just really proud of him for putting himself out there like that. So just wanted to say that.
If he only knew he was there, I'm sure he'd be thrilled.
I will be posting, so
I will be.
Maybe I'll send him a little email. Yeah, yes. He can't miss his own first festival.
Yeah, we got a lot of Missouri stuff to talk about today.
Mm-hmm.
In the news this week, we had the voter-approved sick leave law, which basically eliminates the thing that we voted for last fall.
Motherfuckers.
So, I know, right? So specifically, in November 2024, Missouri voters passed Proposition A with about 58% support. And that measure required that most employers provide 1 hour of paid sick leave for every 30 hours worked. 1 hour for every 30 hours, starting in May of 2025. And it tied future minimum wage increases to inflation. I mean, that seems reasonable, don't you think? That does not seem egregious.
Wage is...
It's low, people. It's low. Okay, so then in July 2025, Mike Kehoe, our governor, he signed House Bill 567, which repealed both the paid sick leave mandate and the inflation-indexed minimum wage provision.
And they already fucked up abortion, remember? Okay. Yep.
Yeah, they did that. It's been a busy year for them. So this repeal takes effect on August 28th. So who's responsible for this dumpster fire, you ask? I will tell you. It's Representative Sherry Gallick. She's a Republican from Belton.
She's can lick my balls. Sorry.
That's okay. So she's the House sponsor for this bill. And she argued that the law placed an undue burden on employers and was open to abuse. Lady, if somebody abuses 1 hour worth of pay for every, what's that? The other, partner in crime here is Senator Mike Bernskotter. He's a Republican from Jefferson City.
I'm calling his aunt or his cousin or whoever because I work with her. I'm texting her now.
So he sponsored the bill in the Senate. So those are the two that got this effort rolling, and now it's been signed. So if you, we're kind of counting on being able to leave work because you're sick or having your wages go up with minimum wage, then that's too bad.
I really want my server at work hacking on my breadstick, and I really love when my nurse is just open mouth breathing over my mouth. It's just so refreshing. I love it. I love to go to the hospital and get sick. Okay. Well, they're trash. I don't even know why we vote. All of that, not only does it piss me off that they have zero respect, and we elected them. Guys, please get these okay. So we do all this work. We follow the rules, and then they're actually, no. Well, maybe we didn't mean to vote for you, Anne, you ball licker.
See, that's the thing that I contend is that if they want to come and say, well, the voters didn't understand what they were voting for.
We didn't understand you were going to do this shit.
They voted for you. So are they, idiots that screwed up when they voted for that, but not you? Or what's this? You got to pick one side there, bro.
I hate Missouri. Okay. Yes. Sorry. Anything more about
so what's next? What's next about this? Pro-labor groups are already planning a 2026 constitutional amendment that would enshrine paid sick leave and wage protections in the Missouri Constitution, making future repeals more difficult.
Well, I saw, you remember Elad Gross? He ran for Attorney General in Missouri.
Absolutely.
So he had found this interview. They were asking Eric Schitt about how he felt about the Missouri sick leave being repealed or whatever. And
what did he have to say about it?
He goes, I'm not going to comment. What a pussy. Okay. They asked him, did you vote for paid leave? He said, I don't remember. Really? You don't remember?
I don't believe that.
That means yes.
We don't know. Maybe he did vote. We just don't know.
Have you met Eric Schmidt?
We have to remember that these folks act a certain way in public, and we can only presume that they they claim differently behind closed doors. And the reason I say that has nothing to do personally with any of these people we've talked about. But in the news lately, all we've been seeing is how, like, the big, beautiful bill, the Democrats are saying, well, behind closed doors, they're begging us to take a stand because they're not free to do so. So they're being cowards, actually, is what's happening.
Well, hey, you know what? I'm gonna bring some positivity here for Missouri.
Oh, please do.
We have become the 16th state to ban child marriage. Mike Moon is so upset right now.
And just to review, Mike Moon's the guy that said that he knew a couple that got married when they were
She was 12.
She was 12 and they lived happily ever after. That's Mike's N of 1, okay? It's not like that every time, Mike.
Mike, 12.
I'm not sure where you're getting your information, pal.
Mike?
Can't even do their own laundry, Tina. How can they be married? That. All this makes sense if what you want is for people to get married,
It's control.
It's control.
It's control, and it's creepy as fuck, and these dudes want to marry like 12-year-olds. That's literally
I'm trying to think of a succinct way to say it, but the younger and less educated you are, the least options you have. And I'm not saying
malleable. You're trainable. Yeah, you don't know any different because you're a child.
Right. And if you don't have as many options, then you're kind of forced into doing what they want you to do, is to work for cheap labor and be malleable, right?
Well, the thing is, okay, when you marry children off like that, for one, it turns them into property, which is really how our patriarchal society works anyways. I mean, women just recently became not property, but women and children are property. And you get one that's younger, it's easier they can have more babies. They don't talk back as much. Although I've met some 12-year-olds, they'd be bringing her back. They'd keep the dowry.
Yeah. Who was the guy that we saw online that said to meet them young enough so they don't know any better? Do you remember that?
Oh, I do remember, but
Some creepy, religious dude, church leader someplace.
Always the church
leader. Those
leader.
Charismatic youth group types,
Leave your kids with me.
Wink, wink.
Hey, we're going to go on an overnight camp. Meet Jesus.
Oh, Lord.
I'm sorry, I'm done. Yeah, so trash. Thanks, Mike Kehoe.
Okay, so what else is going on in our lovely state?
Well, the kids can't get married anymore.
Yeah.
I think that's really all I have for Missouri. At Pride Fest today, I met Bethany Mann. She is running against Bob Onder. So she is going to hopefully be a guest on here soon. Bob Onder is really a piece of trash, guys. So this girl, what is she? Her name's Bethany Mann. And she uses man in her slogan. I can't remember what it is. It's like the man to do the job or something. And it's
okay.
It's
or man, Bob Onder's. Yeah. Lost his mind.
My mom, I remember, went to a Bob Onder booth and started harassing him one time. She's like,
and by harassing, you mean just asking a few questions, right?
Well, she was like, you have a daughter. Are you really okay with, and you're a doctor. You're really okay with.
Well, don't forget that when people have the financial means to do so, they can make about anything happen.
My mom just wanted him to say it because that's the kind of gal she is.
Yes.
And he kept beating around the bush. She's like, I think you're full of shit, Bob.
It's probably not the first time he's been told that.
Well, he don't listen. Okay, next thing. Let's see. It's really fucked up out there.
Sounds like ICE is getting out of control.
Now
as if they weren't already.
I mean, I saw some ads for it, on Indeed.com. These dudes are making $37,000 a year, kidnapping people. If you do illegal shit, even if you were quote unquote ordered, it's illegal.
It is. Yeah.
So, and we're going to uncover every single one of you guys. We're going to know. And you're going to be ostracized.
Follow the money, right?
And you're going to be ostracized from society, just like the Nazis were. So, I hope you're ready for that.
And regarding the money, private prisons is a thing, and it's a very lucrative thing. So if you have a few minutes, folks, go and Google private prisons and look at companies and look at how they function and all that. And it might make more sense why certain people want to lock a lot of people up.
Yes. And so basically all of Trump's people and all the people that are going along with this are getting big fat kickbacks from each person that they bring into custody. And then they're getting government money, our taxpayer money, to pay for all of this shit. So our taxpayer money is funding the concentration camps that people are dying in. Citizens, they're arresting citizens.
They are.
And
they're not receiving due process.
At all.
Sometimes at all, and sometimes in a timely fashion. So you might have a law-abiding citizen who's sitting there in some facility waiting to be treated justly, right?
Well, and if you don't have due process, you can't prove who you are.
Right. You can't.
So where do you get deported? If you're a fucking citizen, deport me to my home, please. Can you drop me off?
Yeah.
Like, and I wouldn't want to live here. What happens after this? Because if I was put in a concentration camp in the country I live in, I don't want to live here anymore. Like, it makes me ill. They did arrest a ICE agent that was in Florida, in a woman's bathroom, not a drag queen, not a trans person, a ICE agent with his government-issued firearm went in to a bathroom. Okay, this was not Florida, this was California, Long Beach. Isaiah Hodgson was released after pleading not guilty to 6 felony and misdemeanor charges while off duty, including assault, resisting arrest, battery on a peace officer, and carrying a concealed firearm. It just so happens he was also the agent who brutally arrested an ICE agent last month during a widely publicized ICE raid at a Walmart in Pico Rivera, California. So yeah, he went in and assaulted a woman in the woman's bathroom at a restaurant, it looks like, with his ICE gun. Okay? Yeah. Okay? Cool. Yeah, that's cool. What do you do when the police is attacking you? I don't know how you do that. I don't know what you do. And then, did you see all that footage of them going in? I guess it was a marijuana farm, which in California, they did an ICE raid with the helicopters, videotaped it all because they're trash. And someone died.
Oh my. So
union reps say one farm worker has died from injuries he sustained when ICE stormed Southern California cannabis fields. A raid, the feds brand law enforcement just turned lethal. And yeah, so they fucking killed somebody in the raid, which I'm sure there's multiple people that are dying. But what? This is a bad look, guys. And my tax money's paying for it. It's really hard for me to sit here and deal with that.
Well, and to clarify, if people are listening to this and why do you guys hate this country? If you hate this country, why don't you leave? Here's the deal. We don't hate this country. We love this country. This is our home.
This is not what our country is about.
What we intensely dislike is the way these people are managing things right now, destroying our institutions and screwing things up royally.
They're ruining democracy. And there are things that in our Constitution and within our government that is shitty. And yes, we should fix that. But burning it all down the way they're doing it to have a dictator, really, Donald Trump's your guy? That's your guy?
But it's not going smoothly. This week, it was in the news that the deputy FBI director, Dan Bongino, didn't show up to work after he had a heated clash with the AG, Bondi, over her handling of the Epstein files. So things aren't going smoothly. It's like the rats are eating each other.
Well, it's like when you lie and then you forget what you fucking lied about. And then, and that's what all of these guys look like. And I'm watching Alex Jones, mental gymnastics.
Oh, my God.
And it's just interesting.
We've talked about this before. Do you remember when during the end of the Obama administration, when it was during the election and the attorney general was visiting briefly with Bill Clinton on a tarmac, and it was reported they were talking about their grandkids and catching up and stuff like that, and the Republicans lost their freaking minds. And now we have a White House and a Department of Justice that openly coordinate, and everybody's just okay, it's Thursday. What the hell, man?
Well, no, then they're the left politicized the DOJ. We're not doing that anymore. I'm excuse me, what?
Yeah, meanwhile, they're announcing an investigation to
everything.
John Brennan, I think he was a prior.
And Comey.
Yeah. Like, what do you mean you're not, weaponizing the Department of Justice?
How many Democratic government workers have been have had charges filed against them? I know that it seems like it never even happened, but 2 lawmakers in Minnesota 1 month ago got fucking executed in their homes.
Seriously, that's only been a month.
This is not normal shit.
No.
This is some Russia dictator shit, okay?
10 years ago, that would have been like an appalling piece of news that we didn't forget for a long, long, long time. And now the news cycle's over and everybody's moved on.
They shot the dog.
They did.
How the fuck are you going to shoot a dog? Sorry. I mean, the people are sad too, but,
Yeah.
Okay, so do you know, what's his name? Maxwell Frost. Rep Maxwell Frost got to visit Alligator Alcatraz, our concentration camp, our homegrown.
Do you know where he's from? Like what?
He's Florida.
Where is he representing?
Florida. He's a Florida representative. And he is a young guy. He is a great leader for, to be a great, what's the word? Example. A great example for us as, we should get involved. But he said, this is a quote, "What I saw made my heart sink. I saw 32 people per cage. Cage. I said cage. 32 humans in a cage. About 6 cages in one tent. People were yelling, 'Help me, help me.' Someone said, 'I'm a U.S. citizen. The drinking water comes from the toilet. It's gross and disgusting.' It's a fucking concentration camp. That is a concentration camp."
So I guess the question is, what do we do about it?
Climb through some alligators? I don't fucking know, but I don't know what to do. So if anybody has any ideas, one of our 2 followers.
Let us know. Yeah, we would love to know what you think about that.
What do you guys want to do about this? Yeah. So then, oh my God, what about the fake Epstein footage they put out? So they're trying.
I didn't see that. Can you tell me about it?
Oh my God. So Bondi. So they're like, okay, there's no file. There's no list. It's done. Case closed. So then everybody's pissed. So she lets out, it's 12 hours worth of video. Okay, so computer people checked it and they're like, no, all the time marks are off. And it's obviously Adobe clipped here. And then there is a obvious minute missing at the end where the shit is supposedly going down. It's not even the right camera. And so people are like, what the fuck does it? I thought there's no list, but now you're giving us a video. It's just, but Ghislaine Maxwell is sitting in prison for sex trafficking, but there's no list. Suck my big, yeah.
It'll be wild in 25, 30 years to look back at all this and see there's so much going on in such a short period of time.
Yeah, it's, I feel crazy a little bit. Well, did you also see where Trump said that farm workers could stay if their owners take responsibility of them? Their owners. So we got the slave trade running again. See, you guys see where this is going? I know people say that we're dramatic.
And we are.
If the farmers can own you, what?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're owning people now. I love that. Speaking of owning people, I think I've learned how to own MAGA. I might have broken the code here. So if you tell them, well, I just want to let you know that people that aren't MAGA think that you're okay with pedophilia. If you still support him, they think that. And I just would want to know if people thought that I was okay with pedophilia. Just leave it at that. Real clean. Let me know how it goes. One of the 2 in the comments,
That's an egregious thing to say. But it's been documented that Donald Trump has been in a lot of places with Epstein.
Of pedophiles.
Yeah.
Files. And someone who was already previously found guilty for sexual assault, you're a deviant at this point. Oh, Rosie, did you see he's going to revoke Rosie's citizenship?
She lives in Ireland now, right?
Rosie O'Donnell, by the way, if anybody remembers Rosie.
Yes.
I do too. Let me find the original post because then I got to read her reply. Okay. This is straight from the Truth Social, okay? Donald Trump's page.
Okay.
Because of the fact that Rosie O'Donnell is not in the best interests of our great country, I am giving serious consideration to taking away her citizenship. She is a threat to humanity and should remain in the wonderful country of Ireland if they want her. God bless America. So that just seems like really like out of the blue. But we're just like stripping people of citizenship. Okay.
Yeah, so again, let's put the shoe on the other foot. So you're telling me that if when Obama was president and he had a beef with somebody, that you would have been okay with him revoking their citizenship? Odds are good the answer to that question's no.
So Rosie replied, "Hey, Donald, you're rattled again. 18 years later, and I still live rent-free in that collapsing head of yours. You call me a threat to humanity. But I'm everything you fear. A loud woman, a queer woman, a mother who tells the truth, an American who got out when the country caught fire. You build walls. I build a life for my autistic child in a country where decency still exists. You crave loyalty. I teach my children to question power. You sell fear on golf courses. I make art about surviving trauma. You lie, you steal, you degrade. I nurture, I create, I persist. You are everything that is wrong with America, and I'm everything you hate about what's still right with it. Do you want to revoke my citizenship? Go ahead and try. King Joffrey, I don't know what that was supposed to be, with a spray tan. I'm not yours to silence. I never was. Rosie."
Well said, Rosie.
Thanks, Rosie. So we're stripping citizenship. We're ending birthright citizenship. But that did get appealed or overturned or not, or was found. I don't know the right wording for it. But CPAC is going on. Or no, Turning Point USA, not CPAC. Turning Point USA, the weird... Oh, I bet Grindr is crashed wherever it's at. I need to look. Okay, so all this shit's going down with Bondi, right? With the Epstein shit. She's going to be the fall girl. Everybody hates Bondi. Well, Matt Gaetz, remember, he likes his little girls too. He likes to pay for them on Venmo and shit and then not put it private like an idiot.
So if we've forgotten, he was accused of like hiring a 17-year-old to participate in some social activity that includes sexual activity, right?
Social?
Like going to a party with the intent for them to have sex. Right.
Yeah.
And that was the accusation.
Not a legal adult and offered drugs, just a big orgy party. It like Jeffstein. It's
like we're not just making this up. That was the accusation.
And then he quit right before they were going to investigate him. Like it was either he gets investigated or he quits. And remember, Trump wanted him to be the attorney general. And that's when all of that went down. And so then Bondi got in. Well, now she's the fall girl. And Matt had to leave Turning Point USA earlier because Trump wanted him to come to the White House. And so are we like, what?
Yeah, and don't forget all that went down in Florida. Pam Bondi was the attorney general in Florida.
When Epstein's shit was, he was, it was the lawsuits.
From 2011 to 2019, she was the AG there.
And she...
Well, this goes back to the books Craig Unger wrote, because he connects a lot of the people that are still in power with...
The web.
Yeah, like Ghislaine Maxwell, her dad has all kinds of connections and accusations.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he fell off of a yacht.
Yeah. And then Bill Barr's dad.
Bill Barr's dad.
Barr's dad.
Do you remember that
was
book
the one
he wrote?
Well, he hired Epstein.
Yes. Yep.
At a school to teach, way back in the day. Way back in the day.
Didn't even have a fucking teaching degree.
Alas. Well, it's a private school, Tina. They can hire whoever they want.
Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, we don't need diplomas here.
That's irrelevant.
My bad. School choice, Lisa.
School choice.
You should look into Bill Barr's dad. He wrote this book, and like a fiction book. Yeah. But it was pro pedophilia. Okay, so are we seeing a like pattern here?
Wow, that's crazy.
No, seriously, I double checked all of this, and then Bill Barr was the last person to like see Jeffrey Epstein fucking alive. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I digress.
I digress.
Nasty old fucking men. Nasty. Okay, well, I think that's like the most pedophilia I have for today, you know?
Yeah, it's way, way too much. I can't stand it. It makes me sad.
I will shank a motherfucker.
After due process, though, right?
I mean, if they're not following rules, I'm out. Like, I thought he was a illegal alien. My bad. He looked like an alien. Sorry. Okay, well.
Tina's fired up, everybody.
Sorry, I've been at Pride all day.
You don't have to apologize, Tina. It's okay to be fired up.
Hey,
it's okay.
Don't be diddling kids. That's it.
Absolutely. That should be rule number 1, honestly. Rule number 1.
I literally, before all this shit started happening, I thought that was like a universal, like...
Seriously, me too. I thought it was non-negotiable. Everybody was on the same page about that one. If we couldn't agree about anything else,
like,
we could agree about that. But
have sex with children. But
apparently not.
But they can't help themselves.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
It really, your faith in humanity really takes a hit when stuff like this is in the news again and again. But we're gonna we're gonna try to be positive though, because this too shall pass.
In Missouri, Mike Moon can't marry a 12-year-old, so full circle here.
Womp 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 womp.
Maybe he can go to the fucking moon with Elon. Okay, we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.